And recording. So I'm gonna go back to Nightwish. Um, I'm sticking to the same concert that I've been doing, the Live at Whack in 2013 festival concert. Previously did Last of the Wilds and Bless the Child. So I've heard like Ghost Love Score, Poet in the Pendulum, uh, the hits, the ones that everyone's heard of. So I haven't heard Romanticide, and from what I was told in the comments, it's supposed to be a pretty heavy song. So I think I'm gonna enjoy it. And I know I'm sticking to Floor. I haven't reacted to Tarja or the other singer whose name escapes me. Someone told me what it was, but I can't remember what it is. But I'm sticking with Floor for right now. Once I've heard a good handful of songs, I'll probably switch to Tarja and then explore the third singer as well. But for right now, here is Romanticide.
All right then, guys and ladies. Now, we're keeping up with the tradition of the band because we're shooting a live DVD out of this one. So, it's time also for the open letter. I might show a little bit of bad taste with this, but I'll do it anyway. So, this is how it goes. Dear insert wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. I know it's our anniversary, and you've been working in the kitchen for 3 hours, making us a really fine meal. I think it was coq au vin. But, you know, since we're in Germany, I've gone to find myself some currywurst. I love sausages. That's Romanticide.
So this is definitely a lot heavier than the other songs. Like this is more straightforward. This is more just like we're gonna rock your face kind of music, as opposed to the more intricate, complicated stuff that they've played so far. Even Flora's voice seems like it's at a different level, where like she is usually more show offy and exploring different values and shades of her voice. This she's kind of like right in the pocket of where this song needs to be, and I like it. I like it. It's good. It makes me think of like Sunset Strip late 80s, early 90s kind of sound where it's like glam metal is fading away and then you're starting to get a little bit of thrash and the guitars are just starting to sound dirtier and heavier. Not that I was there. Stand corrected. I like how everything I just said was immediately dispelled. I said it wasn't as intricate, and then all of a sudden the keys became more pronounced. I said that she was singing in the pocket and wasn't exploring her voice, and then suddenly she went up to the belting and started changing the way she was singing a little bit. And even then the solo came in and kind of changed the style a little bit. I should know better than to stop it and start talking that early. Like obviously, if music's gonna get more complicated and intricate, I should know better. Man, like that's the kind of song that I would want to pit to. It was so heavy. It was so heavy. And that last section there in like the last 30 seconds was just so heavy. Ah. I didn't know they went this heavy. From everything I've seen so far of them, like I know that they do have heavier sections in their music, but it's always a piece in the construction of like an overall story that they're telling in a song. So it seems more like it's just a part of the narrative, a tool that they're using to sort of showcase what it is they're trying to say. Like like a color in their. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. This one was all the way through just so heavy and so metal and so rock and roll. It wasn't necessarily as complex as some of their other stuff. In From what I've heard of their other stuff, they like to use a lot of different contrasting points. So they'll have a lighter section and they'll have a heavier section and they'll mash them together just to showcase the different values of what they're doing, but also to suit the narrative of what it is the song is about. This one was just sort of high octane kind of the whole way through. There was a little bit of belting, but it seems like more of a less complicated sounding, not necessarily factually, but more accessible. I think that's the correct word to use. This seems like more of an accessible sort of entry point to someone who may not be familiar with this band, but like is into the heavier aspects of music. So this is a good entry point, I think. If this had been the first song of theirs I heard, I think I'd be more excited about the music. From the songs I've heard, I'm actually more excited about the singing and the construction. So it's one of those weird things where it showcases the different things that this band can do. And obviously, a lot of their songs have a lot of different elements in them where you can sort of pick and choose and say, hey, I like that. Hey, I like that. I know one of the criticisms that I usually have of this band is that they tend to sound very pirate-y, if that makes sense. It's a weird thing to say, but I think the combination of the keys and the melodies that they usually like to go for makes me think of like Pirates of the Caribbean. This one was more straightforward, kind of like heavy metal, rock and roll, dark heaviness. So I think this one might have been more accessible to me if I'd heard this one first. But either way, like I love this band. They're so good. I love Flora's voice. I love her. Yeah, I'm just starting to ramble now, but this was good.